What's up guys, and today we're diving into Streets of Rage 4. Now I'm currently going for the platinum on this game, and I've come across a few trophies that I've struggled with, and when I've looked for guides, personally they haven't worked, or they've not been as accurate as what they've said they are. So I'm hopefully here today to help you out if you're going for the platinum and you want the trophies. And the first one we're going to go and talk about is the level 30 on survival in the DLC. Now this I sort of struggled with on my own for a bit until I found out this sort of move that pretty much is really hard for the enemies to sort of counter, and they can't really get anywhere with it. So if you pick Shiva Streets of Rage 3 version and select the Blitz to Dark Dash, and as you can see in this video at the moment, me and Mantis, we've been working through this, and we've found the game has become a very big grind, which we just didn't expect. So to get to level 30, when you get to the higher rounds, the Dark Dash is such a good move that it can get hits on enemies multiple times. So forward, square. But if you continue to keep pressing square, you will fly across the screen. And although both of us are doing it so there's more damage, I've actually done this solo as well and got to learn 31 and then just sort of quit, just to make sure that it could work for groups of 2, 3, 4 and solo. Now this ability there, the Blitz, if you see that blue one with the arrow, that's basically that allows that move to have electric, toxic and fire. Now the suggestion is that when those come up, you pick them straight away, disregard everything else, because the more you have on them, the more of an impact it has on the enemies, and it's more of a percentage of damage that they'll do. And as you can see in the video there, we just consistently kept doing this and the enemies just couldn't get anywhere near us, you know. And this, if we wanted to, we could have gone on for ages like this, because they just weren't affecting us. They just couldn't hit us. Now and again, possibly, if we came up against the bosses that drop fire and toxic, you know, that was a little bit of a sort of a struggle with it. But then again, it never really seemed to be an issue for us, and we absolutely flew through this. But this can also be done solo. It's a little bit more tricky, but it's, for me, this is a really good way to get it done.
If you're in trouble, sort of get out of jail free before. Would I ever? Is that
And so we did level 30.
100% on Xbox. Will go, but yeah, I will get them eventually and do them again, because they are fantastic games.
And then on level 31, we just killed ourselves just to make sure that we covered level 30, and that was the trophy. I am the one.
Level 30 in survival.
Right, so this part now, what we're going to talk about is getting all alternative moves trophy. Now, I haven't got that personally. I'm 2 characters away. SOR1, Alex and Blaze. That's only 1 square though. The rest of 5, SOR3 and SOR2 are only 4 squares. But I've looked online, Mantis looked online as well, what's the quickest way to get them leveled up, and some people say level 5, get to level 10 and die. But for us it just wasn't effective enough, Now if you're doing the grind on your own, it is a grind, and you've got to be prepared to put the time in if you want the trophy. For the DLCs and that, if you want the 100%, if you're not too fussed about it, you can sort of leave it. But with 2 of us, what we found was, if I played, for instance, Skate SOR3 and Mantis played Axel SOR3, he would get the XP for leveling up Axel, but would also give you the XP for Axel as well. And then I'd get the Skate XP, and he would also get the Skate XP on his profile without even having to play him. But we found that this was so long, it sounded great because you're doing 2 characters at different times, but it's not. For us, we saw a massive difference when we picked the same character. Our XP shot up, our time dropped a lot. And obviously, if you've got 3 characters or 4 players with you, you're doing it 4 times. It's even quicker. So that, for us, was what we found out was the best way to get the characters' ultimate moves leveled up as quick as possible. The thing about it is that it needs XP and it goes on score as well. So the more combos you can get together, the better for you, because you get a massive chunk of XP for combos. But this, in effect, was the quickest way that we found. I ain't saying it's the best way. I'm not saying there's not a quicker guide out there, but for what we found and what we saw and what we experienced, this was absolutely the quickest way for us. Now, for the last and final trophy I'm going to go over is for the lifetime score of 5 million. Now, completing the story with all characters to get the trophies for doing the runs, you're going to be left with about 3.5, maybe 4 million, depending on how well you've done combos and stuff like that. And this again is another grind, but you need to get this done for the platinum trophy. Now, what I realised was that you play through the story, you're looking to get roughly around 20,000 XP. If you keep the stars which are above your life, you'll get some money for that as well, so keep them if you can. And again, combos, it's all about combos and score. Even if you see some food and you've got full health, pick it up, that'll give you more XP, give you 1,000 per chicken, and to give you about 300 per apple. You can collect all your money. Try not to get hit, try not to die, just do the best you can and keep going. So I'll play through it all on easy, just to get the trophy sort of out of the way. But then I realised that if I did it on normal, after that, I would get an added bonus because I've done it on 2 different difficulties. And then if you do it on hard, Mania Plus, you can get more XP for that as well, which is, which is good. If you find that you've done all those and you're still struggling for a bit more XP, the only suggestion I have is to do level 12 and keep replaying that, because that to me gives you the most XP just for a single run. There's quite a few enemies. If you're fortunate, you can come out with anything between 30,000 to 50,000 depending on combos and points and stuff like that. But it really is tricky. And it is time consuming, and this is what we found out with this game. It was brilliant until the grindy trophies kicked in, and they are just next level. Right, so we did stage 1 on normal there. We ended up with 27,000 and got an S rank. But there, new rank CCBANS, another 15,000 XP, and first time with Alex as well. So when you do a level first time with a character, that's what you get. But guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.